Welcome to Vacuum Wars. Today, we are going to compare two popular robot vacuums, the iRobot Roomba i3 Plus EVO and the Shark AV250 AE AI robot vacuum. These two robot vacuums are in a similar price range and have similar features, making them a no-brainer for a head-to-head competition. We put them both through a lot of tests over the course of several weeks, and in this video, we'll compare the results and see which one came out on top. So links in the description, and let's get started. The first round is all about features. Because these two are in a similar price range, it's no surprise that they have many of the same features. For example, they both have smart navigation, meaning that they make a map of your house and systematically clean row by row. Though the Roomba uses floor tracking to create a map and navigate around, the Shark uses a spinning laser called LiDAR. Both robots have the option to be purchased with an auto-empty dustbin, which is where when the robot finishes its cleaning job and returns to the bin, a motor in the base kicks in and sucks the debris out of the robot's dustbin into the included disposable bag. They also both have an app with various smart features. For example, you can create no-go zones with both, which are virtual barriers to keep the robot out of places you don't want it to go. One app feature that the Roomba has but the Shark doesn't is zone cleaning. You can tell the Roomba to clean only one area within a room. The Roomba also has multi-floor mapping, allowing you to make maps for multiple floors in your house, whereas the Shark can only make one map. The Roomba also has Dirt Detect, where it senses areas that are particularly dirty and spends more time cleaning that area. Something else that is unique to the Roomba is its patented dual brush roll design, which we'll look at later. One of the only features that the Shark has that the Roomba doesn't is that it has two side brushes to help with pickup rather than just one. Though both of these robot vacuums have a variety of helpful features, the Roomba i3 Plus scored higher than the Shark at 87 to 75 for this round. Moving on to the performance category, which is where we take into account the bench tests that we do in the studio, like airflow and suction tests, but also a variety of pickup tests as well. When it came to picking up surface debris on both hard floors and carpets, arguably the main job of a robot vacuum, both of these robots were incredibly good. Both robots picked up everything from fine to extra large debris on both surface types with no noticeable difference between them. In our other bench tests, the Shark had more raw power when it came to suction and airflow, which was also evident in the crevice pickup test where it scored higher than the Roomba. But the Roomba did a bit better than the Shark on carpet-related tests, like in the carpet deep clean test. Still, both vacuums scored above average here. After adding up the totals for the performance category, the Shark scored higher than the Roomba overall. The next category is navigation, which is where we give each vacuum several test runs and have them clean a standardized floor plan in different modes and with different power settings, where applicable. One of the first scores we give is for how quickly they make a map of your house. The Roomba, with its floor tracking navigation, was able to create a map quite a bit quicker than the Shark with its LiDAR navigation. In the navigation tests, however, we found the Shark to be more efficient than the Roomba, but only by a small amount. The Shark was able to cover 6.8 square feet per minute compared to the Roomba, which scored 5.8 square feet per minute. But it's not just about speed. We also take into account their coverage, and the Shark covered more area per run than the Roomba as well, meaning that it was more precise when vacuuming in and around tight spaces. So the Shark was more efficient and had higher coverage than the Roomba, which is pretty impressive. The battery efficiency test helps us get an idea of how good their battery life is, which we do by taking average measurements of how much their battery depletes per square meter on different power settings. Here, we found that the Shark had better battery efficiency as it was able to cover around 1.5 square meters per charge compared to 1.4 square meters on the Roomba. If you run the calculations based on this data, the Shark could cover 1,019 square feet per battery charge, compared to about 820 square feet on the Roomba. But take these numbers with a grain of salt, because there are a lot of variables that can change them in your situation. So, though the navigation score totals were very close, the Shark did better here. After adding up all the scores and adjusting them to fit a 1 to 100 scale, we almost have a tie, with the Shark just barely beating the Roomba, 78.3 to 78.0. I would say that if you have over 50% carpet in your home, the Roomba would be a better choice because of its superior carpet performance. I should also mention that the Shark's app was not as user-friendly as the Roomba's. It's not something that showed up in the scores, but is certainly something that has been noted in other reviews as well. On the other hand, the Shark was more accurate with navigation and more efficient, with more power and a better battery life. Both of these options are high-performing robot vacuums that would be a great addition to any home. Links are in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave. Thanks for watching!